What's up, everybody? It is I, Tevin El Chapo. Friends call me Chop, and we are back with another episode of Chop Logic, where we get to the logic of things in my very own special Chop way. And listen, man, we got a very, very special guest. Very special guest. Been trying to get this man on the show for a minute. All right. Artist, rapper, MC, straight from Buffalo, New York. He definitely is one of the dopest up and coming artists out right now. He has a new project called I Love You Lee out now on all platforms. Give a big welcome to my guy, some guy named Lee. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Peace, man. How you feeling? How you
feeling? Amazing, man. I'm feeling amazing. Thank you again for coming to the show, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate the intro, man. You got me feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm somebody.
Man, got
not
to,
just
man.
some guy.
Got to. Listen, man. We're going to get into it. But, man, I like I said, I appreciate you being on the show.
Absolutely.
Definitely been a fan of a lot of the things that you do. One thing that I noticed, just, you know, kind of just to jump it off, like with your music, I noticed there's a lot more positivity and uplifting tones in your music than normal people, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of different things, right? It's a lot of people who have there's drug rap, there's you know, gang related violence, and a lot of those things being perpetrated in the music.
For sure.
So when you come out and doing your thing and you uplifting yourself, you uplifting your people around you, you speak a lot of those things. You speak about God a lot in your music. It's definitely a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? That. So, you know, I appreciate you even being able in the space to be your authentic stuff in those areas. You know
it took a while. It's not super easy because I come from those environments. So for me, I'm a Libra, so it's all about balance. So this is me bringing balance to the world. It's very easy to portray or to show off that particular side of things, but for me it was important. Plus my kids listen to the music, so it was important for me to have a message that I was okay with them repeating, even if it's bad words in it. You know what I mean? For sure.
I respect that. Do you ever plan on just cutting all the profanity out completely? I know you're not like going super crazy with it.
I battle. That's something I battle with. So like I have a song with Lord Vision and Cy the Southern Yankee. They don't really, Cy doesn't swear at all. He's a gospel artist. So when I asked him to be a part of the album, on that particular song, I intentionally didn't say any profanity or curse words. So it just depends on the record, but I don't know if I'll ever totally cut it off. I like the freedom to be able to say those words when I want to.
No, for sure.
I mean?
You know, I respect that 100%. I think that a lot of people watch the show and think that I don't curse.
Yeah.
Because I try to minimalize it as much as possible just for the sake of the content.
Gotcha.
But you know, you hear me in real life, I do sound
a little different.
Not too much different. Like it's not a different me. It's just, you know, when I'm a lot more relaxed or a lot more, you know, knowing people, I don't necessarily try too hard to like watch my words, or at least intent of profanity.
For sure.
I always watch my words in terms of like the message that I'm getting off.
For sure.
But just how I convey myself, it just comes off naturally. So if I say, I don't want to say it now. If I say anything, you know what I mean? It just kind of comes out that way. But yeah, you know, just kind of to take it back a little bit, like kind of just tell me about like your upbringing and just what kind of brought you into music. I know you're from Buffalo, right?
For sure.
You know, so
born and raised.
You know, how was that experience of just, you know, growing up in Buffalo?
I think when you're from a place, you don't realize, if you've never left that place, you don't realize how big the world is.
Yeah.
So growing up in Buffalo, I seen a lot early. You know what I mean? So for me, it was everything that I needed to be born there to be who I am today. And sometimes you don't realize that until you in a place where you like your head got to be on a swivel, or you got to be attentive, because that's how I was raised. You know what I mean? In terms of the city of Buffalo, it wasn't a lot of opportunities there growing up. It's a lot more now that Griselda has branched out and have become successful.
Yeah.
They put a spotlight, and even the Buffalo Bills doing good now has put a spotlight on the city. So for me, it's just that I had to appreciate where I come from. In terms of music, my neighbor got me into music. In terms of writing, my mom wouldn't buy me Eminem's album. She just wouldn't buy it because of his message. So for me, I went next door. He had a cassette tape. He like, man, if you want this, you gotta rap. I'm like, man, I don't rap. So I wrote a rap, and it was probably the corniest rap, but it got me the Eminem tape. It got me into like expressing myself and writing and realizing like, okay, this might be something.
Okay. Cool. Nah, that's dope.
Hopefully I answered your question correctly.
Nah, yeah. Nah, that was dope. So, you know, I mean, I'm glad that you mentioned Griselda, because Griselda's pretty much all I know about Buffalo.
Yeah,
I don't
most
know
people.
anything about, anything else. Even the Buffalo Bills doing good now, that's mad recent.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Shout out to, Benny, Westside,
For
Conway
sure.
and everybody from there. But just getting that insight of just like what Buffalo means to you, and just even like the transition from moving from Buffalo to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like just kind of talk about like that decision and just what did that mean, and like how do you still represent where you're from even being here?
Everywhere I go, people know I'm from Buffalo. This is my home away from home, though, because I've been here long enough. I think it's been like 10 plus years now. You know what I mean? After I realized college wasn't for me and I dropped out, I'm like, come down here and visit. You see black people, right, thriving. And it's more of a motivational thing versus an envious thing that I see.
Yeah.
When I see people like doing well, I'm like, damn, you can get it looking like me, as young as me, older than me. Man, woman, child, black, they can get it down here. I was like, okay. And then the music, like I said, the music scene in Buffalo wasn't that great at the time. So coming down here, it was a no-brainer for me. Most of my family was here. They had moved from Buffalo down here, so it was a no-brainer for me. But I kept my ear to the streets back home. My favorite music is still from people from like up north. But then I got introduced to the Southern beats. My main producer is from down here. So he'll put me on the Outkast or certain, other groups. And I'm like, damn, let me combine these things of my upbringing from the North and then his love for the South and his upbringing down here. It just made for a perfect combination of being who I am.
Nah, yeah, that's dope, man.
Then I don't think I have a heavy New York accent anyway. Being from Buffalo, I think I sound like I don't know if you could pinpoint where I'm from based on my speech.
I mean, I get the same thing, and I'm from here. So,
See?
People, I don't know. It's a mix, man, because if I'm here, people think I'm not from here. I go anywhere else, they just automatically know I'm from here.
From the South.
Yeah, like I went to Jamaica for a friend's wedding, and I was actually on my way back, and the driver, I was talking to him the same way I'm talking to you right now. And he asked, where you from, Atlanta? I'm like, I don't even know how you just magically guessed that. I really don't. I don't know how you did that, but you're right. You know what I mean? So I think that it's kind of just like a blend of like just being who you are, not just trying to be like a pantomime of
for sure
what people think you are from base where you're from.
Yeah, that's important to me too.
Yeah, just definitely being your authentic self, and I know that's super heavy, just even in just the name, some guy named
for sure.
Because your rap name used to be Nova, right?
Oh man,
yeah,
it's still on my iron, man. Yep, it used to go by Nova. I was just talking to my homie on the way here about that.
Okay, yeah.
And just like the transition, there was too many Novas at the time. And it was just real gimmicky to me. So I'm like, let me figure out a way to be more authentic to myself. But Lee was just too short. You know what I mean? So I'm like, how can I make it something? Some guy named Lee. A guy named Lee. And I just kept sending them to group chats and they like, oh, that's kind of fire. Yeah. So I did it. I went to an open mic. They saw my name on the list and they was like, man, I've been waiting to see who this person was. That's what the host said. And then I get up there and I rap and, I look a certain way and my rap has a message to it. So it just all fits. To me, it just worked.
Nah, yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Has there been like a transition sonically in the music from when you was Nova to
for sure
who you are now?
For sure.
Like
I know who I am now. I done lived. I done had children. I done been married, divorced, bought a house, sold a house. So I've lived, and I'm not chasing anything anymore. I used to try to chase a hit, want this type of record, put me on radio.
Yeah.
When I was Nova, Lee is just like, bro, put the music out, let the people feel it, and whoever gravitates towards it will.
Nah, yeah, that's love, man. That's respect. So just in terms of just like what success looks like for you at this point in your career, what does that look like? Do you want the Grammy? Do you want the platinum plaques? Do you still aspire for those physical things, or is it just more of a internal, like being at peace with who you are, being at peace with the types of music or the types of art that you create? Like, or is it just a blend of the two? Or like, what does success look like for you?
We going back to the balance thing. I'm an MC at the end of it. So yeah, I want the accolades that show that I'm as good as I believe I am, right? Yeah. But success is, like you said, the peace of mind, knowing that I can do whatever based on my talent, meaning my expenses are paid for. Medically, I can take care of people. my kids need something, I don't have to figure out, okay, do I need to put this off to do that? Can I just do this without second guessing? That's success to me, being able to set them up for generations to come, even after I'm long gone.
Yeah.
That's success. Plus, for me, what I've been realizing is like, we live in an instant gratification, but like, you think Picasso was the illest when he was alive? Do you think he knew that? So we don't know what our impact will be. We want it now, and sometimes you're lucky enough to get it while you're breathing. Other times, you pass away, and now you're the biggest thing that ever happened. 100 years from now, 50 years from now, somebody could sample my music, who the biggest rapper, and I never see the level of success they did, but in their lifetime, I'm huge. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have to have it now. Would I like it now? For sure. But at some point, if the world just recognizes what I've done, whenever that happens, I'll be cool with it. I'll be at peace with it.
No, I respect that, man, because I even think of people like Basquiat.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, he created unapologetically as much as he possibly can. He got notoriety. He got success from, you know, what he did when he was alive.
Yeah.
But he's so much more now than he is.
Yeah.
You know,
I
he's
would
gone.
agree.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like having that longevity. Even like 3 6 Mafia.
For sure.
We haven't had 3 6 Mafia album in how many years?
It's been a minute.
But they get sampled left, right, and sideways every single time.
They do.
And they're still part of the zeitgeist to this day.
Exactly.
You know, still important. Like DJ Paul still produces. Juicy J's
in the mix.
music.
Project Pat
Project
still,
Pat still
like
out
his
here doing his
cadences
thing.
and his flows are still heard
Still
today.
crazy. You know, still replicated.
Yep.
You know, and it's so unique that you know it's him.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just kind of like, even not even in a place of having to be gone, you can have that longevity.
You can.
Just off of what you create.
It takes one moment. It takes one moment. And like, as an artist, they monetize everything to the point where you almost got to think money, right? Yeah. But I'm getting out of that. Well, I've gotten out of that ideology about let's do this for the money. It's going to come. That's just a natural order of things. That's the flow of life.
Right.
Money is a universal currency for this particular life that we in right now. So if I do everything I'm set out to do, that'll come. I just got to create as an artist and pray that it connects.
No, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's the biggest thing, just creating as an artist. You know, have you ever had like outside influences in the music, or just people in your ear telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing musically, and kind of just like pivoting? Like, what did that look like for you?
That looks like chaos when somebody else is trying to tell you what to do because they don't see your vision. No matter, you know what I mean? No matter how well you plan it and put it on sheets of paper or outline it for them, people see you how they see you.
Yeah.
So for me, I've had people say you should make music like this. Hey, have you heard this individual artist? And I'm like, yeah. Man, this is what he touches on. I'm like, well, he live a different life.
Right.
I can't replicate what he's doing. Sonically, can I make something similar? Yeah, but like, do I really need to try to make? We already have him.
You don't need to be a copy of it.
So it's chaos when you trying to like appease everybody or be like, okay, let me do what you love, and then everybody else is like, yo, what you doing?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
I think I had a line, I'd rather fail as me than succeed as you. And that was based off those meetings with people higher up. Yeah. It's been a roller coaster, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, so just even like speaking on the roller coaster, like what have been some of the, I guess I would say the milestones of your career, but also some of the lower points of your career that have taught you the most about not even just music, but yourself?
We could start on we start with the lows and work our way up. The lows is I've been at this 15 plus years, right? And sitting in meetings with like at Live Nation or in room with Jeezy or on stage with Nipsey Hussle and thinking like, yo, I'm out of here. On songs with Benny, on songs with Akeem Ali, and thinking that I'm out of here and like I got to go clock back in to work on Monday.
Yeah.
So those are some of the lows. But quite honestly, I don't even look at them as lows. They're needed. They're part of life is just a ebb and flow, right? It's gonna be ups and downs. So it's just like, how do you react to these.
Right.
Highs would be the things I just mentioned. Being on stage with Nipsey and like, yo, this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Being in studio sessions with Music Soul Child and Marsha Ambrosius, and like she knowing who I am and praising me for the music I make, and you know, Benny giving me praise for the verse I did on the song, and you know, Akeem Ali, you know, all of these things are highs to me. And being able to perform in London this year on my birthday. I quit my job a year ago. A month later after I quit my job, Mark Battles hit me to be a part of his tour. Literally
Nice.
A month later.
Nah, that's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? The lows is investing in yourself and the return not coming back.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? And you wish you had a rewind button to say, instead of putting this 10,000 here, let me put it here.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, even in my journey in the creation space, it's just been a lot of betting on yourself one way or another.
For sure.
And when you bet on yourself, a lot of people want to bet on themselves in the mind, but they don't realize you got to put the money behind it too.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, it's easy to say it when
Yep.
you didn't put nothing down. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll just work my way through it. But even working your way through it, you got to put some type of real investment in
You
time
have to.
and money.
It's no way to succeed without putting any sort of time, money, effort, energy, blood, sweat, tears. Those ain't just cliches people say. This is what people do. I done pawned jewelry to be able to put together a showcase to have people come, show up, make some money off it, then go get my jewelry out of the pawn shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done pawned my music equipment to be able to get a plane ticket to fly over here to meet this person, to be able to do this, to come back. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this journey has also taught me to be like very free flowing with life and not hold on to materialistic things when it comes to it. Easy come, easy go.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure. So just even going through the journey, I think that you definitely, you're still on the right track, man.
Appreciate that.
I mean? You definitely have a message that, again, people really need to hear now more than ever. It's a lot of division. You know, how has being an artist affected like your family life and everything? I know you say you got kids and you know, you had relationships and things of that nature.
For sure. I think it's the opposite. It's like, how does my family affect my music? You know what I mean? So it's like, when I'm all in something, like family or being a father or being, you know, a spouse, then I understand that those things need time and energy. So it's like, do you go to the studio or do you go have date night or movie night? Do you invest in your career or do you go on a trip? You know what I mean? So those are things that I battled. And of course, those things cause tension and division. And you want to be. I told my daughter, hey, I'm about to go to Indy. She said, oh, you leaving again? And I said, yo, I stopped her there. I said, we don't ever complain about being on the road. This is what we pray for. God willing, I have a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, so I don't never want you to be like, oh, man, you can miss me, but just FaceTime me. You know what I mean? But just recognize that these are blessings that we're getting when I get to go on the road. This is how daddy makes money. This is how daddy creates a fan base. So this is how daddy show y'all can be whatever y'all want to be.
Yeah. Leading by example.
For sure.
Nah, yeah, for sure, man. I know that it's sometimes, you know, people in your life, whether it even be kids or whoever, just don't always understand the vision.
No.
You know, and it's just kind of like not always easy to convey in the moment what the vision looks like, but it's just over time, you know, you hope that when the relationships grow and they nurture, that they see more of what it is that you're going for. And again, it's just never easy. It's never easy.
I will say that the partners that I've had in the past have all supported the music. It's been me who has been like, you know, as a man, you put your purpose or your focus on what your purpose is. When you have a family, you gotta do what you gotta do for your family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I had no problem doing it. But now that it's just me, I'm like, it's all about me now.
Yeah.
So I'm very selective on even dating at the moment. I'll put that on the back burner because it's like God gave me another opportunity to do music. I don't want to necessarily, I know how I am when I get, you know, a shorty. So I don't necessarily want to put that time and energy into somebody until I fulfill what I believe my purpose is.
Got you. What that look like for you in terms of like being in a space where you can like put that energy into somebody else? Would it just be like a certain amount of music being done, a certain amount of touring being done? Because one thing, I'm not in any relationship at all, right? But a lot of people who married have told me multiple times that like you don't really meet the right person at any right time per
Correct.
se. But it's just kind of like if you're open to, that happening.
Yeah.
So like what did that look like? What does that look like for you in the future?
That's a great question. I've been so locked in, I don't even know what that looks like. I think that she's gonna have to sneak up on me. Like I have a couple, I have a couple ideas of where I would like to be financially before I dive back into a relationship.
Dating is expensive.
Yeah, for sure. And I sold my crib this year to pursue music like full time. Talk to God. I said, yo, damn what everybody else think. Like, let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
I can't you can't sell your house when you're in a relationship. Like, it's just certain moves you can't make. And right now I'm being very selfish with my time. So if it's not music, children, God, and I ain't saying it in that particular order, it's really the other way around, God, children, music.
Yeah.
But like, if it's not those three things, it's hard for me. I got my eye on somebody. I think she fly, but it's like I don't even want to cross that without being where I'm at. So if I happen to, and I've made peace with that, if I happen to lose people, I've already lost people. If I happen to lose her to somebody else, then it is what it is. I've made peace with that.
No, that's respect. I move the same way. I think that putting your purpose and what God wants for you first and foremost is like the biggest thing. And I've been in situations where I rushed into relationships. I rushed into trying to be in other people's lives and it failing miraculously.
For sure. I've been there.
So, it's just kind of like that timing is it's always unique because you don't never really know when it's going to happen. But, trying to be open to it it's always kind of like a dance. Like
It is.
Don't really know when, but it's like when you find that person that kind of like eases you into it, understands where you at, then you kind of more particular about going forward with it.
I agree with that. And so I say that to also say, like, I keep my life, who am I to deny? Like, if he tell me today, like, if she comes in my life and he makes it abundantly clear that that's you, Lee, that's your shorty.
Yeah.
Then who am I to block those opportunities, blessings? And she may come along and have the vision to help me propel my purpose. So those are the things that now that I've gone through therapy that I recognize that certain things I didn't have the answers to in earlier relationships.
Nah, yeah.
Still don't have all the answers, but I have a little more than what I had before.
No, that's good. That's good. You definitely just, whatever you can get, just take it. Life is a continuing journey,
It is.
So learning is always going to be constant.
It is.
Even learning about yourself, even
You
as
have
you grow
to.
older and change,
I had a man ask me I was donating at Goodwill. He was like, you a grown man? And it was a trick question. And I'm like, yeah. He like, no, you're not. Remember this, you're a growing man. Anything that's alive is growing constantly. So if you're a grown man, your time is almost up. You're a growing man.
Nah, that's real.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use that.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So I was like,
That's
damn.
good.
So those are things for me, like when you talk about alignment and purpose and being away from music at a Goodwill donating, but that resonated with me in so many ways musically for him just saying that.
Wow. Nah, yeah, that's real, man. That's dope. I'm really gonna take that.
That's him, man. I mean, knowledge is to be shared, man.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure. Let me ask you more just music questions. So like Mount Rushmore hip hop.
Okay.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore?
Dang, that's a crazy question.
I gotta ask.
Is this my Mount Rushmore, like who I think is the best or my favorite rappers? That's two different questions.
You can do both. Whichever one you feel comfortable.
So like my Mount Rushmore, man, I got Jay-Z on there.
Okay.
I got Drake on there.
Okay. No judgment, but I feel it. I know it's a tough question. I know
It is, because I got a lot of the new guys in there. You know what I mean? I got Kendrick in there, and then to me, it's a toss up between Nas and J. Cole for that fourth spot for me.
Okay.
For me, in terms of these are just the people I think are like they nice.
Yeah. That's
You know, that's
a
my
good list either
that's
way.
that's my Mount Rushmore. I would say Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick. I'm leaning more towards Cole, but Nas is right. They you know what I'm saying, they could split a face if they got to.
I feel it. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been the biggest Nas fan. I think that I love Illmatic, and I think everybody loves Illmatic. That's the one everybody
For sure.
goes for. And I think the run he's been on with Hit Boy
That's
this
been
past
crazy.
like this decade has been like, in my opinion, substantially better than a lot of stuff he was doing in between Illmatic and that.
I agree.
But yeah, he's still one of the most, you know, versatile MCs to ever do it. And I don't know where hip hop would really be without him. Just in terms of even having a J. Cole, like, you know, Cole let Nas down. And,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
being signed to Jay-Z, he more felt that he let him down than Hove.
yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I respect the answer though, you know what I mean? Like in terms of even just another question, projects, albums. Like if you had a Mount Rushmore of like hip hop albums. Like, you know, Deserted Island, you can only take this Mount Rushmore of albums.
Why I gotta take just
The real tough questions.
Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
Reasonable Doubt.
Classic.
We talking albums.
You could do multiple of the same artists if you want to. I'm not gonna judge you on that, but
Nah, I would only, if it's just one, if I gotta take them to an island, I could just live with, you know, one from each person. My happy place, my project. I would bring that to a deserted
nice.
island.
You gotta put yourself on there.
What was it? Is it called Ambition? Is that a Wale album?
Yeah.
When he got the clay statue head, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ambition, Nothing Was the Same, My Happy Place, and Reasonable Doubt.
Okay. That's a good list. That's a real good list, man. You know, I don't think Wale gets talked about a lot.
Nearly enough.
You know, I know he had that whole thing with Casanat that happened recently, but
yeah,
I just really think that he deserves a lot more respect, man.
Nah, he definitely up there.
You know, so
that's why it's hard for me to pick like who the best and who this, because it's just like sports to me. Like anybody has a chance to have a breakout game, and all of these guys are so talented that like you can name somebody and make an argument, and I could be like, okay, I could see how that's one of your favorite. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the Mount Rushmore versus who my favorites are is a lot different. Like Stack Bundles was one of my favorite rappers. J.R. Ryder is one of my favorite rappers.
J.R. Ryder.
XV is one of my favorite rappers.
XV, bro.
Yes, man.
Bro.
And Benny the Butcher is one of my favorite rappers. And me and XV, bro, I've been trying to get a feature from XV since 2012.
Bro, when I tell you XV was one of my favorite artists, like if you ever watch this, I need you to give Lee a verse, man. Give him the verse, man. Listen.
And I'm cool with one of his producers.
Man, come on, man.
Producer done gave me the cosign.
Come on, man. Listen. When I tell you, like, he was literally my favorite rapper for like most of my high school career, bro. Like, Busy Zone is still one of my favorite projects.
Zero
Heroes, bro.
Popular Culture. Bro, man. I got a Emilio Rojas verse from an old album because I couldn't get XV. So I'm like, you know, they had the Wonka Vader. So.
Oh my goodness, man, that just brought a whole memory back. Yep. Just hearing him, just seeing the freestyles he did with J. Cole back in the day. Man, shout out to X, man.
Kendrick was that was the first time I had heard Kendrick was on the XV album.
Yeah, because he was getting heavy hitters on like lot of his projects. Everybody's Nobody had Wiz on it. Yep. Had Big Sean on it.
Yep.
Man, he just had a lot. Pusha T was on one of those songs on Zero Heroes.
You can name it. Like he was climbing with all of those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then lyrically, conceptually, sonically, he was right there.
He was up there, man.
Huge fan, man.
Dang, man. Shout out to X, man.
Man, shout outs to him. I had a whole Twitter campaign, man. I used to be like, yo, y'all tag him, tell him I need a verse. And then when he responded to a couple people like, yeah, so I've heard. This is back when my name was Nova still. So we connected again. Like he shot me his number and was like, this was a time he wasn't doing music, but he started releasing music again. So
Yeah, I've been saying
XV, I need that.
I saw he did an interview like earlier this year too.
He did with Chris. His producer does a podcast.
Yeah.
And so his producer he did a whole project with XV. His producer sent me mad beats.
But no verse? You can't.
Maybe I gotta do the verse and send it to him. Like, yo, Chris,
However we need to make this happen, XV, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to all the Squarians.
You know what I'm saying? L7s, man.
Man. Oh, man. That really took me back crazy.
For sure, man.
So I definitely want to talk about the new project that you got, I Love You, Lee. Kind of talk about the concept of that and just what kind of brought you to that creation. Because I definitely been listening to it. It's definitely a solid project, definitely dope. You know, it has some pretty good features, you know, and just kind of like just talk about what came into creating that project.
Like I said, I went separated from my wife last year. So that was a very tough time for me. And I was trying to find ways to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you go out and get mad girls? Do you go out and, you know, just serial date? Do you go out and, you know, just have sex with, you know, random people just because you free now, right, to do so? Or do you start to heal? Okay, are some of those things that she had problems with, are those really issues? Like, are those things that you need to tackle? Are those childhood traumas that you need to heal before you go into your next relationship? So for me, it's not always easy to have those conversations face to face. But if I put it into music, now I have to be accountable for my actions. On one of the songs, as I lay in this bed I made, I pray for some better days. Mm-hmm. I understand what I've done to cause her to push away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one who throws a pity party and be like, you know what I'm saying? This is happening. No, this is happening because of something that happened that I did, that I did. So for me, I Love You, Lee was, because I was at a low point. That's me re-loving myself, figuring out me again. Yeah. And I healed through that album, still healing, but I healed through some of those, being able to speak on some of those vulnerable subjects. You know what I'm saying? That's just me reiterating to myself, I love you, Lee. Like, and then also, I love you to the world, sincerely, Lee. You know what I mean? So it could be looked at a couple different ways, but it's really for me just re-looking in the mirror and feeling myself again. You know what I'm saying? Being confident in the man I am versus the shell I was when I started the project.
Nah, yeah, that's dope, man. That's a dope perspective, man. I noticed that you use yellow a lot and a lot of just like the color association too. Like, what does the color yellow mean to you? And even your artistry?
Being optimistic. I've never walked out. I know the sun isn't technically yellow when I talk to people. Well, the sun isn't yellow, but it's the closest color to it. Yeah. Never walked outside and seen a sunny day and be like, it's gonna be bad today. No, anytime I see a sunny day, it's like, yo, anything's possible that day. Mm-hmm. So for me, yellow is like, let me bring a ray of sunshine wherever I go, right? Let me be a light, let me be positive, let me shine in that particular way. So that's what the color yellow means for me.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope. You know, I associate with the color green, you know, green, not even just for money, but for growth. Okay. You know, just it's a growing color. You know, you always associate it with grass or trees or, you know, things like that naturally, like, you know, bloom. You know what I mean? So I kind of, you know, take it that way. But I always intrigued when people use color association with their brand.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And, you know, even just seeing a lot of the stuff that you've been doing, I know that it's really meticulous.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
It's a science to life.
Yeah.
Life is mathematics and science. It's God, but he's in all of those things. Or however you choose to look at the source.
For sure.
He's in all of those things.
Nah, yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. So, you know, I appreciate you again for coming through, man. You got anything else coming up, you know, that we can highlight?
We're going to continue to put out content for this album. We got some more videos coming. I'm on tour right now with Mark Battles. Just got back from Indianapolis, which was crazy. That's his hometown. It was love there. Nice. London was love. That was my first time out the country. Nice. So to be on a paid tour a year away from the day that I quit my job was like,
it's a blessing.
Yeah, so just more music, more of me, just being in y'all face. I would say expect the unexpected, man.
Always, man. I love that, man. That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate you again.
Appreciate you.
You know, we not done though.
Oh, we ain't? What we got
we
going?
not.
What we got going?
I had them for a second.
Yep.
No, we gonna do trivia. We gonna go to break first.
Okay.
We're gonna do our trivia, and we'll be good to go, man. So everybody stay tuned. This video is sponsored by Chop House Media Group. Now listen, podcasting is hard, all right? There's a lot of moving parts to a successful podcast, whether it be the shooting side, the post-production side, the audio mixing and mastering. Just having the right strategy and know how to even get this podcast in the right places and getting it into the right positions to get monetized. And that is where Chop House Media Group helps out at. We have coined the phrase, the podcast in the box, where we pretty much facilitate anything and everything that you need to run a successful podcast, between the production, the post-production, the strategy, and the tips and tricks that you need to be 1,000% successful in every single aspect of your podcasting career. Now, if you are interested in being a part of this and making sure that you get your podcast to the next level, whether you are just now starting out your podcast or you are already in the podcasting field but want to take it to another level, be sure to hit the link below and schedule your free consultation with us to make sure that we get your podcast up and going further than you can ever imagine. All right, again, thank you to Chop House Media Group for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the show. And we're back. All right. We're back. Some guy named Lee. We are here for the trivia portion of the show. So if you don't know how this goes, it's how it works. We give 3 trivia questions, all multiple choice. If you get 2 out of the 3 correct, you come out with a cash prize. If you get them incorrect, we will give the cash prize to the audience. So to be eligible for the cash prize, you got to make sure, for one, that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's the biggest thing. 2, make sure you like this video. And then 3, you make sure you comment below your favorite moment from the episode. Now, I know we done said a lot of amazing things. We had a lot of gems dropped by Lee. I know you like something that he said. Comment below and we'll randomly select someone from the comment section to win the prize if he gets the questions wrong. Now, I also got to preface this with saying this. I didn't make none of these questions. So if there's any tomfoolery going on, any questionable things, anything that you be like, huh? This is actually not, we get it all the time. I didn't make the questions. I know I'm the face of the show, but you know, that's why we got producers.
That's true.
I'll definitely, you got Javane contact number, right? I'm gonna put you in contact with Javane, because if there's a problem with the questions, he the one who made them. All right. Shout out to my boy. All right. So without further ado, Jason, I just want to see if you're ready. We got Jason here today. You know, shout out to Javane. Couldn't make it. My big brother Jason in the back.
Shout out.
Make it happen, man. So he's going to give the questions.
All right. Some guy named Lee. What's the standard tempo range for most boom bap style hip hop beats? Is it A, 60 to 7 BPM, B, 75 to 95 BPM, C, 100 to 110 BPM, or D, 120 to 130 BPM?
Boom bap.
I don't know nothing about BPM, so I can't even.
You said one was 110 to 120?
Yep. Oh, no. It's 120,
120, 130?
120, 130, 100, 110, 75, 95, 60, 70.
I'm going with the shortest amount of time.
60 to 70?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
The answer is 75 to 95.
The in between.
That makes sense. I was trying to hear like a Griselda beat in my head, like a West Side.
Yeah, something there.
But I don't produce though. I just rap.
Listen, I don't know
Pretty
nothing
good.
about that. Yeah, you rap pretty good. I don't know nothing about tempos or BPMs.
Maybe I'm just trying to get a YouTubers some bread. Maybe
Hey,
that's
it's starting to look that way, man. So
I'm gonna get the next 2 right though.
you know what I mean? Let's make it happen. All right.
All right. Some guy named Lee. What was the first hip hop album to win Grammy for Album of the Year? Was it A, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, B, The College Dropout, C, Damn, D, Speakerbox / The Love Below?
That was Lauryn Hill. Was it?
That's incorrect.
Is it?
What's the answer?
It says D, Speakerbox, The Love Below. And then it has a note that says technically the first hip hop album to win album of the year.
Do they not consider Lauryn Hill's album a hip hop album?
I guess not.
Because she went crazy.
That's interesting. I want to Google that.
As I was reading it,
I want to
thought it was
actually
8.
see. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm putting you in contact with Javane. I'm gonna let y'all have that conversation.
Yeah, he's a setup. I could have. Maybe I should have asked for a lifeline.
Hold on, because that's I don't.
I just gotta get one of these right though.
Yeah, that's. I'm just like.
I guess. Hold on. Let me see what category it was in.
Yeah, what? Because
Because what's the years that
this was 1999.
This was 99, but I'm like, did they consider it R&B, soul? Like that's
because she definitely rapped on that joint.
Where that's what I was like. I thought
50. I thought 50, like maybe 50-50, 60-40 rap, 50-50 rap.
Okay, this is what Google is telling me. Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill and Outkast Speaker's Box of Love Below are the only hip hop albums to win album of the year.
I think
the only two to ever do it.
I think we call that one correct.
So yeah, I'm like technically Lauryn Hill would
I
think we
Lauryn Hill would be the older album between the two. So that means she did it first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's still hip hop. Like
It's-
regardless
yeah.
of if it,
That was
even if it
definitely a
has
hip hop
element-
record. I don't. Let us know in the comment below. We gonna get that to Lee.
Yeah.
But let us know in
coming
the
down to the
comments
buzzer
below.
then.
You know what I mean? So he got so we 1-1. You know, this can go either way. You feel me?
Okay.
You just need 2 out of 3 right.
This one's a fun one. What was the first hip hop song to ever top the Billboard Hot 100 chart? Was it "Fight the Power," Public Enemy? Was it "You Can't Touch This," MC Hammer? Was it "Rapper's Delight" by the Sugar Hill Gang? Or was it "Ice Ice Baby" by Vanilla Ice?
All right, let me get those one more time.
Was it A, "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy? Was it B, "Rapper's Delight" by the Sugar Hill Gang? Was it C, "Can't Touch This," MC Hammer? Or was it D, "Ice Ice Baby," Vanilla Ice?
Let me say the first one to chart. It didn't say number 1, right? It just says to chart.
Ever topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Top.
So I guess that means number 1, technically.
I'm gonna go.
Just reading the question.
Who do I think?
I would assume number 1 though.
As much as I love rap, I'm really not a historian when it comes to it. I ain't gonna lie. So this is gonna be like for me.
I have a partial historian nature, but that don't mean I know what chart it was. If I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
to
if
that
I got to
artist.
guess, then I know the hip hop. That was like
That's like one of the first to ever
yeah,
really
but
do
I don't know if
anything.
it charted.
I don't even.
Fight the Power.
I feel like that did chart.
What was it?
But was it I don't know.
But it says to ever top, so I'm assuming.
I really want to say C or D. Like them is my who I'm between MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice, just because it's commercial success for both of those
true.
records. Vanilla Ice was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, Go Ninja. Yeah.
It'd be crazy if it's the white guy. We're gonna go with MC Hammer.
That is incorrect.
Ooh, who was it?
You were close.
It was Vanilla Ice?
It was a white guy.
Gosh! Yo, I really.
I was like, damn, we in a crazy time.
Been in a
I'm
crazy
not
time,
surprised.
apparently.
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, more mainstream. I guess that makes sense.
That's why I was
man.
between
I don't
those two
know.
to me. Okay. Well, there you have it. Can't say I ain't help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit of in y'all
Yeah,
pockets.
definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. We will select somebody for the cash prize, man. That was a tough one. Honestly, I ain't even gonna hold you. That was the first time we ever had to like just give an answer. It's just like we had to like just give you the points for that. Because that Lauryn Hill joint, I'm just like, I'm almost certain was the I don't know. Listen, man. Look, we gonna listen. Like I said, I'm gonna send you Javane information.
We'll
I'ma
take
let
the
you talk to
technicality,
him.
man.
You know, Javane spirit is all up and through these questions, man.
Those some good questions. I got to get on my hip hop historian shit, man. I got to go to New Face for that.
Yeah, you know, for sure, man. But thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you for
Let
having
the people know like where they can find you on social media and everything. They can follow you.
I am some guy named Lee. I believe that's the Instagram handle. Some guy named Lee on Facebook. Some guy named Lee on Twitter or X. Just type in some guy named Lee. You'll see me. Some yellow. Some fly shit.
Of course, man.
Fly stuff. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. You can cuss on everything. You guys didn't. But yeah, you know, this has been another episode of Chop Logic. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.